Spreading joy this Christmas with E.P.F? Yes, you read that right. But before we look into it, let's take a moment to look deeper into today's Gospel text. In short, today's Gospel text is the second joyful mystery of the Rosary, the visitation of Mary to Elizabeth. And we see that today's text is about spreading joy. Because when Mary rushes to visit Elizabeth a few days after she had an encounter with Angel Gabriel, she rushes off, hurries to visit her cousin Elizabeth, who is 6 months pregnant with St. John the Baptist. The moment her greetings reaches the ears of Elizabeth, the baby in her womb, St. John the Baptist, leapt with joy. Probably Mary hurried to visit Elizabeth, maybe to assist her cousin who is old and pregnant. But more also, I believe, is to share the great miracle that God is doing in both of their lives. Friends, this Christmas is a time of sharing, be it presents, cookies, gifts, time, but it's also about sharing joy. Not only we should be happy, we try to share that joy with the people around us, the people we know and the people that we do not know, and God is asking us, leading us to share the joy that He has put in our hearts. Now I said E.P.F. You might be wondering, what does that got to do with today's text? It's not the Employees Provident Fund. It's an acronym that I would like to share on how you and I can be sharers of this joy this Christmas. E.P.F. E stands for efforts, P for presence, and F for faith. Do you know that the distance Mary had to travel to visit Elizabeth is almost 150 kilometers? It's basically with an estimation distance that we travel from Penang to Ipoh. Today we have many means of transportation, cars, bike rides, shared vans, we have train. But at that time for Mary, she doesn't have much options. She can walk, and that will take about 1 week, 7 days to reach, or going with a bunch of strangers in some vehicle, or maybe on a donkey with Joseph. We do not know how she traveled, but one thing we know, it takes a lot of effort and also faith to go where she had to go. And being there, she shared her presence with her cousin. Today, you and I have the same opportunity to share our joy with people that we know, with our efforts in what we do, in our presence, by being there for them, and with faith. And I would like to end this reflection with a story that my wife and I did this year. We ordered 2 dozens of Bibles to give to our catechism students, where we saw their Bibles were not in good condition. Some were sharing their Bibles and they don't have their own personal one. We thought of giving them this gift with a personal note written on it. Now, it's not easy to buy 2 dozens of Bible. So we had some extra effort and we had to budget differently to make sure we have money to buy for them. We didn't collect any sponsor because we want it to be personal. And we give it them with us. We didn't give to any other person. We went to the individual and we passed it. And we prayed. It's an act of faith where we believe this Bible that we shared would make an impact in their life. Now, one thing I would like to encourage you is in your own prayer time to ask God, how can you share this Christmas God's joy and blessing that is given in your life with the people around you, like Mary visiting Elizabeth. God bless.